Hello students, in this video we are going to solve class 6 sample question paper for final exams. There are 4 sections in the paper. The first section is section which is multiple choice questions with 10 questions each having 1 mark. And the first question is the place value of 7 in 4782 is, as we say the number 4782. So 7 is at hundreds place because we are saying 700. So the place value of 7 will be 700. So our answer will be B, which is 700. Which of the following is an even number? So we all know that even number is the number with 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0 in units place. So here we have 235, it has 5 in units place or ones place, so this is not an even number. 486 has 6 in units place, so this is a even number. So let's check the option. Let's check the other options. 359 has 9 in its units place, which is an odd number, so this is an odd number. And 571 is also an odd number. 486 is the answer. Now the third question is, what is the HCF or the highest common factor of 12 and 18? For finding the highest common factor, we find the common factors in between the two numbers. So first we'll find the factors of 12 and 18. Let's write the factors of 12. 12 is 3 times 2 times 2, which is 12. And 18 is 3 times 3 times 2. These all are prime factors. So let's now find the common factors. The common factors is number 3 and number 2. So let's take the product of common factors, which is 3 times 2 to give the HCF. So HCF of 12 and 18 is 6. So our answer will be option C, which is 6. Let's move on to the next one. The Roman numeral for 50 is. So Roman numeral for 50 is L. This you have to learn. The number of sides in a triangle is. Number of sides in a triangle is. Let's make a triangle. So 1, 2, 1, 2 and 3. So number of sides in a triangle is 3. Tri means 3. Next one is a line segment has 2 ends, no ends, 1 end or 3 ends. Let's make a line segment. So this is our line segment. Here it is A and B. AB is a line segment and we have one end here A and second end is B. So it has 2 ends. So answer will be A. Next one is 7th question, which is 1 kilometer is how many meters? This you need to learn. 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. Now on question 8 is 25% of 200 is. So let's find the 25% of 200. 25% means 25 upon 100. Of means multiplication and 200 times 200. So here we'll solve this. This zeros will get cancelled. So we have 25 times 2, which equals 50. So option B is the correct answer. Question 9 is 7 times 0. 7 times 0 will be 0. Anything multiplied to 0 will be 0. Next one is 3/4 as a decimal is. So 3/4 as a decimal. Let's draw the picture and find it out. 3/4 will be 3 squares filled in. So 3 squares filled in will be, this is 25%, 25%, 25%, which is 75%. Or 75% we can write as 0.75. Another method is to divide the two numbers. 3 divided by 4 will be 0.75. So this completes our section A, which is the multiple choice questions. Let's now move to short answer type questions. And in this section, we have 10 questions with 2 marks each. So let's start with the first one, which is question 11, find the sum. Here we are finding the sum of two numbers, which is 375 and 486. Let's add the two numbers. 5 plus 6 is 11. 1 will be carried over. So 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 1 will be carried over. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. So that's 861. Okay. The next one is find the difference. So let's do this one here. Number 12. So difference of 900 minus 457. So we'll start with the ones place. 0 minus 7 is not possible, so we'll borrow from next place. Next place is 0, so we'll borrow from the next place. We'll borrow from 9. This will become 10. 9 will become 8. Now we'll borrow from 10. 10 will become 9, and this 0 will become 10. So 10 minus 7 is 3. Here we have 9. 9 minus 5 is 4, and here it is 8 minus 4 is 4. So that's 443. So the difference is 443. These are all basic questions of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, and it will be easy for you to do it. So please don't make any mistakes in these. You can easily score marks from these type of short answer type questions. And next is 56 times 9. This 54. 4, 5 will be carried over. And 9 times 5 is 45. 45 plus 5 is 50. So that's 504. Next one is divide 648 by 6. 648 by 6. So 6 times 1 is 6. This is 0. Now we'll drop down 4. But 4 is not divisible by 6. So we'll add a 0 here. And we'll drop down the next number, which is 8. Now next question is write the following numbers in ascending order. Our ascending means increasing order. So the numbers are 89, 45, 123 and 67. So the ascending order will be, we'll start with the smallest number, which is 45, 67, 89, and the biggest number is 123. This is the ascending order. The next question is convert 2:30 p.m. into 24-hour clock. So to convert any time into 24-hour clock, we add 12 hours to it. So our time is 2:30 p.m. So that's 2:30 plus 12 hours. So 2:30 plus 12 hours. So this is 30 here, and 12 plus 2 will be 14. So this is going to be 14 hours 30 minutes. This is the 24-hour clock time. Next one is write the fraction for the shaded part if 3 out of 8 equal parts are shaded. 3 out of 8 means, so I'm going to write it here, 3 over 8 or 3 by 8. This is our final answer. Next one is convert 2 meters into centimeters. So we know that 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So 2 meters will be 200 centimeters. This is our final answer. Next one is find the perimeter of a square whose side is 5 centimeters. So let's draw the square. And its one side is 5 centimeters. So the perimeter is the sum of all the sides. 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, 15 plus 5 is 20. So the perimeter will be 20 centimeters. Perimeter is sum of all the sides of a figure. Next one is find the value of 5 raised to power 3. 5 cubes, so this will be 5 times 5 times 5, which equals 5 times 5 is 25, 25 times 5, which equals 5 times 5 is 25, 5, 2 will be carried over, 5 times 2 10, 10 plus 2 is 12. So 125 is the answer. So we are done with section B, which is short answer type questions. Let's move on to our next section, which is section C. So next section is long answer type question, which is having 3 marks for each question. So question 21 is find the LCM of 8, 12 and 20. So let's find the LCM here. Question 21. To find the LCM, we are going to use the prime factorization method. We'll write all the 3 numbers like this in a single ladder and find the factors. So as all the 3 numbers are even, we can use 2 to divide the numbers. 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 6 is 12, 2 times 10 is 20. Again we can divide by 2. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 5 is 10. Now 2 times 1 is 2. 3 and 5 are not fully divisible by 2, and so we'll write it as is. Now next we'll divide by 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 5 will be as is. We'll divide by 5. So all the numbers are fully divided. The LCM of the 3 numbers will be the product of all the numbers which are on the left hand side, which is 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. So LCM will be 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 3 is 24, 24 times 5. Let's multiply the 2 numbers. 4 times 5 is 20, 2 carried over, 5 times 2 is 10, 10 plus 2 is 12. So the LCM of the 3 numbers is 120. So this is 120. Next one is 22. Draw and label a right angle triangle. So let's draw and label a right angle triangle here. So this is our right angle triangle. Let us label it A, B, C. So this is how you are going to draw the right angle triangle. Now question 23 is, Rani bought 3 pens at 15 rupees each and 2 notebooks at 25 rupees each. Find the total cost she spent. So let's solve this here. This is question 23. So Rani bought 3 pens and 2 notebooks. And the cost of one pen was rupees 15 and one notebook was rupees 25. As cost of one pen is 15, 3 pen will be, so cost of 3 pens will be equal to 3 times rupees 15, which equals 15 times 3 is 45 rupees. And now we'll find the cost of 2 notebooks. Cost of 2 notebooks will be 2 times rupees 25. 2 times 5 is 10, 1 is carried over, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5. So this is 50 rupees. Now total cost will be cost of pens plus cost of notebook. So which equals cost of pens is 45 rupees plus 50 rupees. So total cost is rupees 95. This is the amount she spent on the items. So let's write the final answer. So when there's a word problem, always try to write full answers. Final answer will be total cost she spent was rupees 95. Always write full answers to get full marks. Now let's move on to the next question. This is rupees 95. Question 24 is convert 4 hours 45 minutes into minutes. So let's do it here. 4 hours 45 minutes 2 minutes. So 4 hours will be equal to 4 times 60 minutes. Hence 1 hour is 60 minutes. 4 times 60 is 4 times 6 is 24, 240 minutes. And we have 45 minutes more. So 4 hours 45 minutes will be equal to 240 minutes plus 45 minutes, which is equal to, let's add them, 240 plus 45. So 0 plus 5 is 5, 4 plus 4 is 8, and this is 2. So this is going to be 285 minutes. So final answer will be 4 hours 45 minutes equals 285 minutes. So this completes our question 24. Let's move on to the next question, question 25, which is a bowl contains 120 sweets. If 1/3 of the sweets are distributed among children, how many sweets are left? 1/3 are distributed and total sweets are 120. So let's solve question 25 here. We have total sweets is 120 and 1/3 of the sweets are distributed. This is given. And to find how many left. This is our question. So total sweets is 120, 1/3 of the sweets are distributed. So we'll find 1/3 of 120 is equal to 1/3 of 120, which equals, we'll divide 120 by 3. 3 times 4 is 12. So this is 40. So 40 sweets are distributed. We need to find how many are left. So sweets left will be total sweets minus sweets distributed. Total number of sweets is 120 and we just find out that 40 sweets were distributed. So 120 minus 40. So 120 minus 40 is 0 minus 0 is 0, 12 minus 4 is 8, 80. So sweets left will be 80. So our final answer will be 80 sweets will be left. The final answer, and this is how you should write the answer to get full marks. This completes our section C. Now let's move on to section D. Section D is 5 problems with 4 marks each. So question 26 is, a bus travels 65 km in 1 hour. How far will it travel in 5 hours? So question 26, let's solve it here. Given is travel 65 kilometers in 1 hour, means the speed of the bus is given as 65 kilometer per hour. And also time is given as in 5 hours how much distance will it travel. So we have to find the distance traveled. To find the distance, we can use the formula distance equals speed times time. So distance will be equal to speed, which is 65 km per hour, times time, which is 5 hours. So 5 times, let's multiply the two numbers. 5 times 5 is 25, 2 is carried over, 5 times 6 is 30, 30 plus 2 is 32. So this is 325 kilometers. This is our distance. This is our final answer. Let's write the final answer here. The distance traveled by the bus was 325 kilometers. This is our final answer. We are going to box the answer. Question 27 is, a shopkeeper sold 148 toys on Monday and 189 toys on Tuesday. How many toys did he sell in all? So that's an addition word problem. He sold 148 toys on Monday and 189 on Tuesday. So on Monday, he sold 148 toys, and on Tuesday, he sold 189 toys. So we need to find how many toys did he sell in all. So this is an addition word problem. We need to add the two numbers to find the total number of toys he sold. So total toys sold will be equal to toys sold on Monday. As it is a 4-mark question, you should write it like this. Everything should be written neatly and explained. And toys sold on Tuesday. So toys sold on Monday is 148 toys plus toys sold on Tuesday is 189 toys. So let's add the two numbers here. 148 plus 189. 8 plus 9 is 17. 1 is carried over. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 8 is 13. 3. 1 is carried over. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So 337 toys were sold in all. So final answer is, he sold 337 toys in all. We are going to box the answer. Now let's move on to question 28. Question 28 is, a school library has 575 books. If 128 books are issued, how many books remain? So the school library has total 575 books. Out of 575 books, 128 books are issued. Now how many books are remain? So we need to find out how many books are still there in the library. First we'll write total books in the library is 575. Total books issued is 128, and we need to find how many are remaining. So remaining books will be equal to total books minus books issued. So total books were 575 and books issued were 128. So let's subtract the two numbers, 575 minus 128. So 5 minus 8 is not possible. So we'll borrow from 7. This will become 6. This will become 15. So 15 minus 8 is 7. Now here it is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. And 5 minus 1 is 4. So 447 books were left in the library. 447 books. So final answer will be the remaining books in the library are 447. This is our final answer. We are going to box the answer and we'll move on to our next question, which is question 29. So question 29 is, Ritu bought 3 notebooks at 32 rupees each and 2 sketch pens at 45 rupees each. Find the total amount spent. So she bought 3 notebooks and 2 sketch pens. 3 notebooks at 32 rupees each and 2 sketch pens at rupees 45 each. So let's find the cost of 3 notebooks first. So cost of 3 notebooks will be 32 rupees each, means one notebook is 32 rupees. So 3 notebooks will be cost of 1 notebook. Let's write it first, is rupees 32. So cost of 3 notebooks will be 3 times rupees 32. So let's multiply 3 and 32. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. So that's 96 rupees. This is for notebooks. Now let's find the cost of 2 sketch pens. Cost of 1 sketch pen is rupees 45. Therefore, cost of 2 sketch pens will be 2 times rupees 45. So 2 times 5 is 10. 1 is carried over. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So that's 90 rupees. So now we got the cost of 3 notebooks and cost of 2 sketch pens. So total cost will be cost of 3 notebooks plus cost of 2 sketch pens. So 3 notebooks is rupees 96 plus 2 sketch pens is rupees 90 Let's add the two numbers. 90 plus 96. So 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 9 is 18. So that's rupees 186. So total cost is rupees 186. So let's write our final answer. Total amount spent was rupees 186. This is how you should write the answer to get full marks in the question. So this completes our question number 29. Let's do question 30. The question is, a garden is 20 meter long and 15 meter wide. Find its area. So given is length of the garden is 20 meter long and width or the breadth will be 15 meter, and we need to find the area of the garden. So we know that the area of the garden or area of a rectangle equals length times width or breadth. So length is given as 20 meters times width is given as 15 meters. So let's multiply the two numbers. 15 times 2 is 30 and we'll add a 0 here. This is our answer. So let's write the final answer. The area of the garden is 300 meters square or 300 square meters. This is our final answer. We are going to box the answer. This is how you should write the answer and solve the questions to get full marks in the exam. This completes our last question. Let's take a look at the solution once again. This is question 25, 24, 23rd, 22nd, 21st, and these are all short answer type questions. I hope this is helpful to you. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more math videos. Thanks for watching.